This episode of Are You Still a Genius? Brought to you by brainstreams.ca. Games and puzzles for this episode provided by the Little Book of Brain Teasers and the website sharpbrains.ca. Just as exercise improves the strength, endurance, and flexibility of the body, both physical and mental stimulation can improve the functions of the brain. These include cognitive skills such as memory, recall ability, concentration, focus, visual perception, reflex speed, and problem-solving skills. Now there's a few good reasons to play. Are you still a genius? Hi there, my name's Greg Goldberg and welcome to Are You Still a Genius? This show features head injury survivors and stroke survivors using their exceptional skills of wit, humor, and intelligence to answer some pretty weird and wonderful questions. I'm glad you could join us. Have you received your free Are You Still a Genius favorite contestant postcard yet? Peter would be happy to sign a personalized postcard to you, and so would Ben. And Andrew would be happy to sign a postcard and mail it to you as well. But you better hurry up because they're flying off the shelf. If you want a postcard, just email me at greg@tbitalks.com with your return address, your name, and the name of your favorite contestant that you want a postcard of. It's time for round number 1. A tough opponent in this round. It's worth a big 10 points. Can you make the two columns of numbers add up to the same total by moving just two numbers around? Here they are. 1, 2, 7, and 9. 3, 4, 5, and 8. Let's see if our contestants have any nice, bright ideas. Okay, Pete, you're first. Let's see if you can make the columns of the numbers add up to the same amount by moving just two numbers around. What's your answer if you have one?
I was thinking move the 3 and a 2 across, but it doesn't add up.
That's right.
I realized later on that it's not good.
Okay.
But now I'm thinking, without actually doing the calculations, maybe the 3 and the 1.
Okay.
Because this adds up, the right side adds up to 20.
What's left side add up to?
That is 19.
Okay.
So it still won't work.
All right. Well, we'll see. Wait. We'll see what another contestant has. Nice try. Okay, Andrew, he's a math guy, and we've got the two columns of numbers. Peter already knew that they don't add up to the same amount. So if you can move just two numbers around to make the columns add up to the same amount, what would you do?
I'm not sure. I was gonna do the 2 and the 3, but that doesn't work.
No.
The 1 and the 4, and that doesn't work.
No. Moving two numbers around.
Yeah.
Nothing yet, eh?
Nothing. No.
All right. We'll go to our friend Ben. Chance, Ben, our last chance. What do you think?
It looks good on every one of them until you really start adding.
Yes.
My guess would be the 9 and the 8.
Okay, and why the 9 and the 8?
Because one less on one and one more on the other.
Okay, I can tell you as a little tip that Ben is very, very close. Very close. What is the right side equal to, Pete? The right side?
20.
20, and the left side?
19.
Ben is very, very close. And the answer is... swap the 8 and the 9. Then turn the 9 upside down so it reads as 6. Both columns will total 18. 1, 2, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6. Both columns equal 18. Hope you got it. If you're thinking about turning something around, you might have. Time for round number 2. Round number 2. Come on, sharpen up those bulbs. This one's called It's Post Time. Worth a bubbling 11 points. The will of an eccentric old man stipulated that his 2 heirs were to stage a horse race, and the owner of the losing horse would receive the entire inheritance. At the appointed hour, the race took place, but both heirs kept their horses from crossing the finish line. To break the stalemate, the executor of the will thought up a slight change to the race. Following the executor's idea, the 2 heirs raced again, and the one who finished first won the inheritance. How could that be the case if everyone stayed true to the letter of the will? Take a minute for this one. Ten seconds remaining, horse fans. Okay, Andrew, you have the first guess. What did the executor do to make them both race and try to finish the race first, with the loser getting the inheritance? Any ideas?
I have no idea at all.
No idea at all?
No.
Have you ever been to the track, Andrew?
No, I haven't been to the
I
track.
don't think you're going to be going soon. Okay, off to our friend Ben. Okay, Ben, and what do you have to say?
Little word of wisdom that a friend said.
Yeah.
One friend said, "Are you happy?" And the waitress at the bar said, "Well, that's a matter of choice. Do you choose? Whichever you choose is, if you're happy or not, is your own choice."
Oh, all right. Okay. I thought I was waiting for a joke, but okay. Back to the inheritance. What do you think the answer is?
I think they ran around. He changed it to run around in a circle, so there is no end. There can be no winner.
Ooh, very interesting. All right,
There's no finish line.
All right, we're going to Pete. Okay, no one's got it yet. Now we have our friend Pete. And you know, Pete, to be happy is a decision from the waitress at the... Quiet, please, Ben. We've got one more contestant here. It's not a circle. Andrew has no idea. What do you think?
I think the wisdom of a waitress should never be underestimated.
That's true. What about the inheritance question?
About the horses, I think they ran in the opposite direction.
How would that work?
Because you would have to cross the finish line.
And the finish line would be the start for the other one.
That's a little. That's very avant-garde thinking, but that abstract avant-garde, But I'm sorry, no. And the answer is the 2 heirs traded horses for the race. It's time for round number 3. Fittingly, this one is worth 3 points. During his daily walk, Mr. Smith exercises his dog Punk by throwing a frisbee for him to retrieve. If Mr. Smith wants Punk to run as far as possible during the walk, in what direction should he throw the frisbee? take 1 minute for this one. What do our contestants think?
Okay, Ben, we want the dog to get the most exercise. What direction does Mr. Smith throw the frisbee for his dog Punk? What direction?
Other than into the back of a passing truck, I would say throw it down.
Throw it downward.
Yeah,
Why downwards?
Because he's standing on the edge of a cliff by the beach.
So what would happen to Punk?
Punk got to run down after it and back up.
All right, okay. Okay, Andrew, we heard that you can throw it in the back of a truck, but that's not the right answer. We don't want Punk to die. What do you think the answer is to make Punk get the most exercise? What direction is the frisbee thrown?
I think you have to throw it behind you, so the dog has to keep running to catch up.
Throw it behind you, so the dog has to keep running to expand, please. Expand. You throw it behind you. Oh, Mr. Smith is keep on walking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay.
That's very good, actually. Good job. Okay, Pete, we've got one in the back of a van, one going backward, and what is your response?
Would train work?
Train might be better because it's quicker, yeah.
Okay,
That's run faster.
I'll throw it in the direction of the wind
Why is that?
because the frisbee would fly farther.
Ooh, that's a very, very good answer. That's great scientific thinking. Wow.
And the answer is... Mr. Smith should throw the frisbee backward so that the dog will have to run the additional distance Mr. Smith walks while he retrieves the frisbee. And here are your final scores. Many thanks to the members of the Blue Sheet Clubhouse. Without their help, this show would not be possible. This has been a colorful Mary Cridge Manor production. And by the way, happy Valentine's Day to everyone.
A little Valentine's humor for you out there. Detectives were investigating a number of shark deaths off the coast of the eastern United States, and they concluded that the last girl that was eaten had just washed her hair because they found her head and shoulders on the beach.